You know those days. Well, it's been one of those. You know days. Have you heard of these things? They're called days. Well, let me tell you. Yeah, it's been one of them. It's been one of those days. It's been a day, one of them. One of those days. It's been one. Count them, one of those days. Hello, welcome to the Video Game Valley. It's a beautiful day today. One of those days, in fact. Perfect 72 degrees out. We're playing an assorted collection of games on the Atari 7800. Looking forward to that. Yeah, it's been one of them days. So, for those of you who have been tuning in the last few nights, you might know that I'm currently on one of my cluster headache cycles. Today, I had 5 cluster headaches, which is near the top. The most I've had in a day before is 6, so not quite the top, but 5 is still pretty rough. But on top of that, I also ended up getting just a regular old migraine. In addition, one of my all-day migraines. And I took the medication for that, for the migraine, and it did not help. So, unfortunately, today I've had 5 cluster headaches, 1 migraine, a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, it's been one of those days. I'm not feeling as bad as I was earlier. I was just kind of laying around earlier. just sort of miserable. And Scuffy walked into the dark room I was in. So I had the full run because the cluster headaches make me like makes me want to move around, and the migraine makes me want to hide in the dark. So for the first half of the day, I was all amped up with the cluster pain, which the oxygen thankfully mostly took care of. Not 100%, but mostly. And then the migraine hit, and it was like cavernous. I hid in the blankets with the ice pack. Got the ice pack right here, by the way, just so I can still put it on my little noggin. It's on my little noggin. I'm not feeling as bad as I was, but it's been one of those days. It's been one of those days. It's filmed in front of a live studio audience in Orlando, Florida. I had this idea for a skit called It's Been One of Those Days that would have that as a theme song. It's been one of those days. And an escalating series of misfortunes would happen. I don't know that it would have been a great skit, but even though it never came to be, I still think of it. There's a couple of gags that I've come up with that, like, you know how sometimes people will quote FilmCow stuff? I do that, but only with gags that I haven't released. Only with gags that I have not put out. Courtney Collins, thank you for the 2 Australian. Gotta check out Toxic Algae this afternoon. Nice. I hope you have a good time. Don't eat it. Don't eat. I know it's tempting. I know it's tempting to eat all the toxic algae. Every time I see algae, I'm like, oh, looks a little toxic. Might have to munch and crunch that down. But don't do it. That's how they get you. So basically, Too Many Cooks. No. Too Many Cooks is a television show intro that continues on and becomes... Well, it's actually 2 ideas. It's 1, people trapped inside a television intro, and 2, there's a serial killer on the loose in a television intro. I contend that Too Many Cooks has a fundamental issue, and that is it is 2 ideas. I like Too Many Cooks. It's good. But I think it's two ideas and should be the one idea. It's two ideas. It's two ideas. I think it would work even better if it was one idea that they ran with. The guy who created that Too Many Cooks also put out another thing at some point, which is like, oh god, what was it? It was like a webcam thing. I'm trying to remember. That was also good, but also had the same problem, which was it was two ideas, and both of those ideas were good, but they were lessened by the fact that there were two competing ideas in the exact same video. But no, it's been one of those days. It does not take place within a television intro. It just has a little theme song like "That's Our Robert." It's just or Professor Toothy, just a repeating melody that plays in between the gags. I guess we could play some Joust. Joust is the first game I have up here. It's one of my very favorite games. One second. It's a little loud. And there's no pause buttons. Oh, you know what? There is a pause button on the console. I could have just hit the pause button. Sorry, it was blasting in my ear, and I've got a migraine, so it's like I need to stop this immediately. I love Joust so much. Yeah, it's maybe my favorite like old-timey arcade game. I love it. I love playing Joust. Oh no! Son of a gun. Horizon, thank you for the gotta get this egg. Thank you for the $2. I both thank and blame you for liking chalupas. Chalupas. It's a fun word to say. Oh god, no. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing terrible tonight. That's okay. I enjoy the experience. Even if migraine-addled Jason is very poor at it. No, wave 3. Okay. I thought it said have 3. I was like, have 3 of what? Amazing to me. Robert Benford made the couch gag decades before the vice president did. Yeah, Robert was doing stuff with couches well before it was popular. Robert is a real trailblazer in terms of couch fetish stuff. No. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Yeah, get over it. Oh no. The dinosaur. I'm taking too long. The dinosaur is angry with my lack of progress in jousting. Dang it, thy game is over. Something new happened with Babyface. No, it's... There are rumors. This is like... last year. Rumors that he may have engaged in intimate relationships with furniture. I don't actually know where this particular talking point came from. I both don't think it's actually true and also could totally see it. It's believable to me, even though I think whatever source it came from is probably suspect. It's much more fun to just roll with it being true. It's definitely one of those things that feels like it could be true, but I don't think it is. All great lies. All great lies describe a type of reality that feels truer than a true reality. Here we go. Got two of them, yeah. You gotta make sure to get the eggs, because if you don't get the eggs, they might hatch again. You got points for them, also, but it's mostly just important that they got. It's fine if they go in the lava, you don't get the points, but hey, the bird doesn't come back. Oh, almost got. Oh, yeah, let me get the eggs. Oh, no. Oh, God. No! That was so close. No. Boop, boop, boop. One thing I love about the Atari 7800 and honestly, it's not one of my favorite consoles, but I do think it has a number of like extremely good versions of certain games. And this is one of them. This is a very good version of Joust. Ugh. Wave 8. That's what Rome had in mind when they built the Colosseum. If they could have had this going on, they absolutely would have. I believe that the Romans would have been just avid gamers. I think the Romans... No. I think the Romans would have made gaming a cornerstone of their society. Oh. Dang it. I'll tell you a bias I have. When I think of the Romans, when I think of the Roman Empire, I'm like, those sons of guns. Because, you know, they conquered the Greeks and renamed all our gods. And so I think of them as, like, despicable. You sons of ding-dongs. Conquering the Greeks and taking our gods and renaming them. Saturn and Jupiter, come on. But you know, I mean, the Greeks did the same thing to various other cultures. But when I think about that, I just don't think about it. The pure and kind-hearted Greek Empire. Alexander the Great never did anything. Thought you were Italian. No, I mean I do say Mamma Mia a lot, but I'm not Italian. Alex is Italian. Alex is in chat right now. Alex is Italian. I'm Greek. I've known a number of Italian people over the course of my life. Yeah, that's me. That's Alex. I was at high school. I had a number of Italian friends. There was just a lot of Italians in South Florida. My friend Tim, his family ran a pizza place. Extremely good, by the way. Unbelievable. Luna in Jensen Beach. Unbelievable. There's a lot of us. Yeah, and a lot of Italians moved to New York, and a lot of New Yorkers moved to Florida. So, yeah. There's a lot in South Florida. Florida ends up having, like, a surprisingly good number of pizza restaurants, specifically because of all the people from New York. Like, I didn't realize how good we had it in Florida until I traveled around a bit. I was like, what the heck? What is this pizza? Because, let me tell you, there's some bad pizza places out there. Most pizza places in Florida are chain restaurants or Albanian friends. I mean, there's always been tons of chain restaurants in Florida, but there are still a pretty good number of Italian-run pizza parlors. There's a bunch in Orlando. You could tell which ones are like Italian run because they're named after like mafia movies. Like Goodfellas in Orlando. You're not wrong. Yeah, Greek restaurants have a particular naming scheme. Italian restaurants appear to have their own scheme. Like, I can generally tell if a restaurant is Greek or if it's just, like, a non-Greek person selling Mediterranean-themed food based on the name. Alex would know better than me, but the two naming schemes I've seen are... There's like... Well, I guess there's three. One named after New York in some way. Two named after a mafia movie. Or three just like the guy who opened it or the woman who opened it, their name. Like a lot of Louis. Some Marias. Used to be a Louis and Maria's in, in Orlando, actually. Now that place was great. God, Louis and Maria's. I wonder what Louis and Maria are doing now. Louis was the chef and Maria was a baker, and they were both extremely good at what they did. No! No, Doom! Doom upon us all! Okay, that wasn't too bad. Blue, blue, blue. Dang it. Blue, blue, blue. That's all right. Does the name Zuli Mediterranean Grill sound authentic? There is no Greek person in the world who would use the word Mediterranean when naming their restaurant. It would be Greek. Now, there are multiple cultures who have very similar food. It's possible that's a Lebanese place. I've seen Lebanese restaurants use the word Mediterranean just because they're worried Americans won't understand what Lebanese food is. For Greek people, though, it's just assumed that everyone knows what Greek food is. Of course, it's the healthiest food in the world. Why would you not know? The phrase Mediterranean grill, though, feels a bit like... I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if that's like a chain or something. If you're ahead, have you tried chugging a bottle of olive oil? Oh, you know, you say that. I'm fairly certain there is an olive oil-based headache remedy. Remedy that my great-grandma, my big yaya, had. I don't remember what it was, and I don't think it was just olive oil. I think lemon and maybe some sort of fish part was also involved. I don't remember. I don't think it would have gone directly in my head, though. Devoid, thank you for the $2. Dang it, what am I doing? Super Cowboy, USA, Hot Dog, Rocket Ship Cleaner. Welcome to the internet in 2004. Thank you, appreciate it. I wanted to try authentic Avgalimino soup every time the last time you showed us this cute old Greek man making it at his restaurant. Mmm. Well, I hope you get that. I hope you get that soup. It's one of my favorites now. You won't find it at every Greek restaurant. But if you do find it, definitely give it a shot. Extremely good. Very healthy. Of Galemino. Mmm. I should make some soon. Ah, dang it. There's a chain restaurant, a chain of Greek restaurants around here. I think it's called Little Greek. Definitely not authentic. 100% not Greek run. The word Greek, yeah, that sounds right. Little? No. Sorry, get out of here. They're all over the southeast. Makes me a little bit sad. It used to be, like, Greek food was never popular enough to have, like, bad chain restaurants selling the stuff. So, my first time seeing a Little Greek or whatever. Is it Little Greek or is it Little Greece? Little Greek. Little Greek Fresh Grill. Yeah, my first time going there, I was greatly disturbed. I did not know that feta could come shredded. They were using shredded feta cheese. What have you done? What have you done to the feta? It should not be shreddable. It should not be. This is not something that should be possible. I don't know. I don't know what you've done here. I assume it's not really feta. I assume it's something else that they just call feta. Ugh. For anyone who doesn't know, feta is a very it's a very crumbly, very wet cheese. Feta cheese in my fridge for a salad I haven't made in 4 days. I got this huge block of feta from my yaya at one point. The Greek Orthodox church that she was a part of and volunteered at would run these events, and they would order a lot of food stuff. The church had its own kitchen and what have you, and sometimes they would have extras, and so the volunteers could take some of that stuff home. She asked me if I wanted some feta, and I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, absolutely. I got this like 5-pound block of feta cheese. This huge block. Just gonna pause the game to show you what the block would look like, because feta cheese is no. US consumers, at least, are very averse to authentic feta. When you get authentic feta, it's in like a goo. it comes in a goo. It's a brine. You get it in brine. So my Yaya came over with this like 5-pound block of this stuff inside this brine container, and you know, feta wasn't like extremely popular in grocery stores or restaurants, or like it at some point over the course of my lifetime, feta became like a thing that you regularly see, but very dried out. Very dried out, where you lose most of the best characteristics of feta, but a lot of people just don't like the wetness. Is it like getting mozzarella balls? Yeah, you know what? It's because a similar thing happens with mozzarella. You're completely right. I always liked the mozzarella that came with like seeds and stuff. Terrible. Why did I do that? They still sell that where it's like braided. It comes with a bunch of seeds. You know what I'm talking about? Ooh. Yes. Great. That's the good stuff. Dang it. Yeah, here we go. Found a picture of kind of what I'm talking about. Mozzarella. Actually, don't know what these seeds are, but whenever I think of mozzarella, I think of this specifically, specifically like braided mozzarella with the seeds. Looks like black sesame. That sounds right. I want to tell you a really funny story about my mother. So my mother, Greek, you know, I'm Greek, but my mother went to Greek school, which I did not. My mother, more Greek than I am. Greek school is like a combination Sunday school for Greek Orthodox children, but also you would learn Greek, the language, and various like cultural heritage stuff. My mom hated it, so me and my brother never went. But you know, she grew up eating Greek food, as you do. She's probably had spondycopita like 7,000 times over the course of her life. Grew up around Greek people and eating Greek food. We were talking like 2 years ago. Literally like 2 years ago. And she was having to do some like meal change stuff, and I recommended goat cheese to her for something, because she was trying to figure out what to put in something. And I was like, "Oh, you could try goat cheese," and she was like, no, I don't think so." And I was like, "Oh, why not?" And she was like, "The idea of goat cheese kind of creeps me out." Like, what? And she says, "Yeah, cheese from a goat? I don't know if I could do that." I'm like, Mother, do you not know what feta cheese is? Mother. Mumsy, do you not know where feta cheese comes from? It's the most famous goat cheese in the world. What are you talking about? You've been eating goat cheese your whole life. It's probably the first cheese you ever had. What do you mean? Oh. You know, sometimes you just don't think about what you're eating. Dang it. It's proper to just eat the cheese like that out of the container. Like a bunch of cheese. Yeah, you can just eat it out of the container. You know, you just take it out of the brine. So freaking funny. It is extremely funny. It took me a second to understand what she was saying. Like, what do you mean? Let's go cheese freaking. No. Unless you get it from a vegan goat, then it's fine. I mean, technically feta is like, it's goat cheese, but it's also sheep cheese, or a combination of the two. But she thought it came from cows. I wish vegan cheese was better. Yeah, it's definitely a lot better than it used to be. It's still, you know, got some room to improve. You vegan or vegetarian? I'm vegetarian, but I eat mostly vegan. Like, the only time these days that I don't eat vegan is, like, if me and Scuffy order something that's supposed to be vegan and it comes with, like, egg or cheese on it, like, I'll eat that one. Dislike most vegan cheese. There's a couple of good ones. I actually had like a vegan feta recently that I was very surprised had a sort of feta taste, because feta is very specific and they really got the sharpness of it. But it melts. It just melts if you heat it. It just turns into liquid. So there's a lot of stuff you can't really use it for. Structure is still a big problem with these. Cashew cheese is kind of nice. Yeah, there's a couple of especially like vegan cheese dip stuff that's pretty good. Just as its own thing. I really don't think there's many vegan cheeses that like do a great job of tasting like the thing they're substituting, but there are a handful of them that like work as their own thing. Was it the Follow Your Heart or Veal Life? Oh god, I don't remember which one. I'd have to look at the packaging. Let me see. Yeah, it was the Follow Your Heart feta crumbles. Pretty good taste, but it just melts away. I want to try making spanakopita dough with it, but I suspect it's not gonna work. Alright, I'm gonna put in a... You know what, I'm gonna play Joust until the birthday machine, and then we'll play some other games. Might get drippy. Yeah, might go drippy. Colby Jack. I do like a spicy cheese. What's everyone's favorite cheese? It's been probably maybe 1 month since we've asked this question. It comes up a number of times. What's your favorite cheese? anything without mold. Monster. I really liked Monster cheese for sandwiches. I think Monster cheese is like the most underrated sandwich cheese. If you've never used Monster cheese in a sandwich, you gotta get with it. Oh, I see Robert, a Monster cheese appreciator. Yeah. Doop boop boop boo boop 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 boo. Doop boop boo boop 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 boop. Thy game is over. Did anyone else, when they were growing up, when their parents went to the supermarket, we used to do this thing, and I don't think this was like just us. I think this might have been like reasonably common. When my mom would go to the supermarket, we would go to the deli, and she would order whatever cheese and deli meats or whatever she wanted sliced, and they would slice it, and then they would ask if I wanted a slice of cheese, and I would get a slice of cheese from the slices they were doing. I would get a slice of cheese while I was standing there with my mom at the deli counter. This is not normal. This had to have been. It was so common for me. Just a slice of cheese is a treat. Just a slice of cheese is a treat. Just had pre-packaged stuff. I'm gonna start asking for that now. Yeah, our local supermarket was Publix, which nowadays Publix in Florida is the place you go to spend $300 on $150 worth of groceries. The Publix used to be like a supermarket chain where like everything was comparatively priced, and then there was a few higher end options. But now they just like the same stuff at Publix is way more expensive than any other supermarket in the area. Like, it's not just like that product prices have gone up. Publix is just charging more. Publix is just charging way more. Publix has become Diet Whole Foods. Kind of. Salami. No, but they did give me little A salami as a treat. There are other options in Florida, though. What for? What do you other options for groceries? I know that's not what you're asking, because yeah, obviously. Hello, Sagnaki. Hope, yeah, get that nice fire cheese. Sprouts is just as pricey, and Walmart doesn't have vegan stuff half the time. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, Sprouts is pricey, but like the quality at Sprouts is much closer to what Publix used to be. Publix stuff is like their bakery stuff has gone way down. I guess there's Target. I don't shop at Target anymore. Alright, well, we're halfway through the stream. We go to Albertsons. They still got Albertsons. Target, yeah. No more Target for me. Really wish I could pause this. Never heard of Albertsons? Alright, well, we're halfway through the stream. I'm gonna do birthday machine stuff. Before that, let me see if Albertsons is still around. Alright, all the Albertsons around here are permanently closed, so... Albertsons has fallen. Yeah, Albertsons used to be a, like a lower cost grocery store in Florida. We have them in LA. Albertsons? Alright, Albertsons. There's still some Albertsons out there. There was another... Oh yeah, Winn-Dixie. That's... Aldi. There's a couple of places. Yeah. Yeah, most of the vegan stuff that I get nowadays is from Sprouts, but I also get a lot of stuff just from like Walmart's grocery delivery, because they have that option where you can get it delivered by like an employee instead of a ride share service or DoorDash or something. Alright. We are halfway through the stream. Got a couple of birthdays to celebrate. Couple of birthdays. First up, it's Casey. Happy birthday, Casey. Let's see what the machine's got to say to Casey. Casey, it's very important. Now that it's your birthday, you have to add 1 to your to your age, I assume is what birthday is saying. Remember to add 1. Some people forget. Date has been calculated. Let's fill out your birth fate card. What is your luck number for the year? Could be one of an assortment of numbers. 17. How about your letter? Interesting. Yeah, I like this one. How's the weather? It's watching. Any of this hatch an egg? No. Got a poem. Birthday Machine has written a poem. Just for you, Casey. Here's your poem. What is peace? It's a great poem so far. What is peace? Warlock peace. Where is protection? Santa Claus protection. The Warlock pinches Santa Claus. The Santa Claus owes Warlock follow. Follow Santa Claus protection. What a poem. Oh, calculated your birthday secret. A snake slithers along the way as information is revealed. Birthday Machine has looked to the stars, determined your friend constellation is the Bright Bobcat. Enemy star, Iota, Lyra, number 4457. Has there been a cosmic event? Let's look at the data. And the charts. No. Gather round, everyone. It's time to sing. But to whom? Casey, of course. Join me if you can. Happy birthday, dear Casey. What a good friend is Casey. We love singing to you. Slug-free, that's our Casey. Happy B-Day, be Casey. Do not wander far, Casey. The buried forgotten. The sea is too hot. Certainly is. Some parting wisdom for you, Casey. If you yourself can punch Birthday Machine, unfortunately, then a city will fall, and a fresh stranger ends the call. Don't do it. Finally, we have one-of-a-kind work of art created by the machine just for you, Casey. Here it is. Your one-of-a-kind work of art. Yeah, I like it. It's busy, but I like it. Happy birthday, Casey. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. And many more. Alright, we got one last birthday to celebrate today. It's Heather. Happy birthday, Heather. Let's see what the machine's got to say to, and I quote, Heather. It's the weekend of birth. What does that mean? Calculating data, here we go. Data's been calculated. Let's fill out your birth fate card. Hey, luck number, what is it? 27,415. Letter? It's an artistic H. Any of this caused any weather disturbances? Oh, it certainly has. How about eggs? It has not. We got a cake recipe. Birthday Machine has calculated the perfect cake just for you. The first ingredient, 7 kilograms of dandelions. That's a lot of dandelions. 12 tablespoons pure lemon paste. 10 crumbled pecan sandies. 5 mulberry trees. Throw the whole thing in there. Directions. Mix together everything. All of it. Heat. This is where the magic happens. For 23 hours at 642 Kelvin. And bird must watch. Enjoy. This is food cake. No arguments there. Birthday machine has looked to the stars, determined that your friend constellation, why, it's the Wild Bear. Enemy star, row iris, number 9303. Has there been a cosmic event? Let's look at the data. Let's look at the charts. No. Gather round, everyone. It is time to sing. To whom? Heather, of course. Join me, if you can. Happy birthday to Heather. What a day this is, Heather. The soft laughter we hear, the wisdom of Heather. What a day this was, Heather. It's a cold world for Heather. The sun has a mouthfeel. May words find your ears. Wonderful. Finally, we have a one-of-a-kind work of art created by the machine just for you, Heather. Here it is. Your one-of-a-kind work of art. Now that's something else right there. Look at that. There's a big horse head, an elephant, some other stuff. All in the beautiful woods of nature. The nature woods. Happy birthday, Heather. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. And many more. Alright, well. Time to put in a game that isn't Joust. I had a good time with Joust. But we gotta try something else. Hat trick. Hat trick, everyone. Hat trick. It's hat trick, baby. Hey, you want to see a hat trick? No! Where's the hats? That's a good question. I don't know where the hats are. Or how I can trick them. You know, looking at that elephant in that art. Got me, let me take it. I've been going through the Discworld books. Scuffy had read a bunch of the Discworld books, but I had not. So this is my first experience with the Discworld. Discworld, a series of novels known as Discworld. Which ones are you reading? So I went online and I found a bunch of, like, there's apparently like 4 dozen different reading list, like, orders where people recommend you start with this one or that one. I saw a big, like, spreadsheet that was like, try them in this order. So these go from this book to this book to this book, and then this book to this book to this book, etc., etc., etc. And I looked at all that and decided, you know what? I'm just gonna do the thing people say not to do, and I'm gonna start from the beginning. I'm just gonna read them from book 1 through book 41. So I'm on book 4 now. I'm on book 4. I feel like I understand at this point, now that I'm on book 4, I understand why people maybe don't recommend starting with book 1. I was very surprised reading book 1 at how wacky it was. I was very surprised at exactly how wacky. It was way wackier than I thought it was going to be. Like, I knew it was going to have, you know, humor and what have you. But boy, it was so wacky. I feel like the first one and the second one, for me personally, was maybe too wacky. I didn't dislike the books, but I did maybe think they were too wacky for what I was looking for. But I'm on the 4th one now, and I feel like the balance of wackiness is a little better. I kind of appreciate how the first book just kind of ends in the middle of the story. And yeah, it gets concluded in the second book, but I almost wish it didn't. I like that the first book ends with the main character just falling off the edge of the world with nothing resolved. Like, this is a bold choice. Spoilers for the first Discworld book, apologies. It just kind of ends mid-story. It's like, there's a scene happening and it's like, oops, character falls off the world, I guess it's over. This game looks awful, gotta be honest. Yeah, it's, I mean, I don't know. I'm not really a, not really a sports game fan. So yeah, I've read the first 3 and I'm on the 4th one now. Yes, I've read Color of Magic, The Light Fantastic, and Equal Rights. And I'm on Mort. Donkey Kong Jr. Oh no! That's a little weird with 2 young people being romantically active by the end of Mort. Yeah, there was something in, what was it? Was it the second or the first Discworld book? Where, like, there's a relationship between, like, a 17-year-old girl and, like, a 87-year-old man. Game over. Okay, I gotta figure out how to do that jump, I guess. Dang it. Ooh. Almost got me. I gotta get all the fruits. No! Double fist those vines when climbing. Oh, I see. Thank you. Getting a good strance. I asked for this game and my mom brought back Donkey Kong Jr. Math. Oh no. Do 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 boo 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 boo. Get over here, plumber. Dang it. What? Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Boop boop boo da da ba ga boop ba da ba doo ba ba da ba boop ba yabba dabba doo ba. It's a yabba dabba kind of world. We're just dabba doing it within the world. You understand? No one understands. These are things beyond our comprehension. Ugh. Ooh. Nope. Nope. Son of a gun. Dang it. Meow 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 meow. Ooh ooh. Ooga booga. use with the original controller. Emulate. Oh, it's not an original 7800. But I am playing the Atari 7800 is the only console that I stream on where I don't use the original controller. What I do is I have an adapter that lets me plug a Sega Genesis controller in. I just really do not like the 7800 controller. Playing an HD TV or CRT? CRT. Oh no! Oh god, I was so close. What? You son of a god, what? A lot better than the abomination that came with the 5200. Yeah, that's the only thing you could say about the 7800 controller. It's definitely not the 5200 controller. Yeah, I don't have an Atari 5200, but the one time that I played on one, I was very not impressed with the controller situation. It's definitely worse. Dang it. Well, I gave it my best shot. There we go. Cross. Bow. Let's follow the red path. Get ready. I might. Shooting devils and wizards. Oh no, don't shoot your friends. I was trying to stop the thing that was the projectile. Shot a ghost. My god. I don't think I've ever played this game. Level complete? Alright, let's follow the green path, I guess. Okay, I'm supposed to shoot the frog. Oh no, a slime! Oh no, a dinosaur! This game has a dreamlike mood. It does. I have new friend. I should have played this game sooner. Oh no, my friend. I have a new friend. Get ready. Oh god, the ghosts. My new friend is screwed, let me tell you. No, no! I have a fancy new friend. It's like a wizard. Level complete. I have a new friend. It's Rincewind, obviously. Yeah, it's Rincewind. No. So I guess you're just going around collecting friends and stuff. No. Well, they're all gone. This game is kind of extraordinary. There's a quality to this game that's... It's very compelling. Oh no! I didn't get a new friend. Oh, I do have a new friend. A real weirdo, though. You gotta be very careful about that ding-dang wizard that pops up at the top there. Oh, no, no! My god. No. You gotta get rid of that wizard, like, instantly. Or else your friends are getting zapped. Blue path. Blue path. Is this the blue path? Path of blue. Uh-oh. Big ants are going after. After these. Oh. Oh my god. Level complete. No new friends, though. Let's take the blue path again. Let's go to the cave. Blue path. Oh no. No, I shot her in the head. I was trying to stop the icicle from falling on her, but alas. Oh, well. The end. Why does everyone I love get eaten by big ants? Anyone here a fan of the Big Ant movie? From like the 1950s or 60s or something? Them. Any them fans out there? 1954, that's it. Those are giant locusts, I thought. Let's see. A nest of gigantic irradiated ants. Security.
I tell you, gentlemen, science has agreed that unless something is done and done quickly, man, as the dominant species of life on Earth, will be extinct within a year.
My God. Nation maps fight against unknown terror. Deadliest weapons of science, ready to combat nameless horror. Cities alerted for final stand against Fantastic Invader.
By direction of the President of the United States, stay in your homes. I repeat, stay in your homes. Your personal safety, the safety of the entire city, depends upon your full cooperation with the military authorities.
Yes, cities, nations, even civilization itself, threatened with annihilation, because in one moment of history-making violence, nature, mad, rampant, wrought its most awesome creation. But born in that swirling inferno of radioactive dust, were things so horrible, so terrifying, so hideous. There is no word to describe them.
May be witnesses to a biblical prophecy come true, and there shall be destruction and darkness come up in creation, and the beast shall reign over the earth.
Yes, the earth, the skies above and the seas below, infested by swarms of nightmare creatures, crueler, deadlier than the armored giants of prehistoric eras. Here is a wild, headlong flight into terror, as the desert erupts with the grim battle for survival. Here is a fear-frenzied moment of suspense, as mankind totters before a thing that multiplies faster than it can be killed. Here is a desperate plunge into the black depths of the earth, where human courage challenges the brute force, the slashing jaws, the poison fangs that guard the subterranean nest, where the beast spawns its terrible progeny.
To all units, condition red, drain 267 is the target area. Repeat, condition red, drain 267 is the target area.
Type of gas we can use?
No, we can't take a chance. It might poison the whole city.
No one word ever heralded such a heart-pounding experience, because no one word ever charged the screen with such terror, horror, excitement, mystery. Them. Kids these days don't know about the ant wars. Kids these days don't know about the giant irradiated ants. Anyway, yeah, I really like the giant ant movie. It's worth checking out. Oh no! My God, they got my guy. Level complete. Giant ants. There you go, sport. I gave it a name. I wanted to read that chat from Lim because, yeah, it is very funny that they talk about the trailer talks about it impossible to describe horror, and the horror in question is literally just large ants. It's like, yeah, we've already got a word for the thing. It's just a bigger version. It's just big ants. I mean, yeah, it's pretty scary if an ant's that big. Got a new friend. Let's take the green path. I have a 50 Sci-Fi Classics DVD and not one of them is them. That's too bad. 50 Sci-Fi Classics. Oh no. Does anyone remember the movie about a family that was tormented by a swarm of bees? The movie didn't do very well because the bees were normal sized. I feel like a lot of things has never done as well as Something But Large. I watched the movie. It was fine. It's not wholly memorable. It's like birds. It's kind of like birds, but it's bees. I don't even remember what the movie's called. I remember it was a box office disappointment. This is like in the 90s, I think. The movie was like, what if a family was dealing with lots of bees? What if there were many bees? Oh, I see. Storm the castle. Is this the goal? Is this whole thing leading to a castle storm? No. My wizard. I guess not. The Birds is a pretty good movie. It's definitely... maybe unethically produced. There's a scene in The Birds where the main character, she goes up to the attic and she gets attacked by birds. And the way that they film this is by having the actress get attacked by a bunch of birds. She ended up at the hospital. They just tossed a bunch of birds at her. They just threw a whole lot of birds at this woman. And you watch the scene, you're like, dang, it looks like she's getting attacked by all those birds. Like, yeah. Yeah, it does look like that. Oh, no. Sink Drinker, thank you for the $2. Do you like Kafka? Yeah, I feel like I've talked about Kafka on stream a few times. Wait, didn't you ask this before? Or was that Kierkegaard? It was someone. Got scammed today. Thought I got offered a legit high-paying job, but instead I got all my info stolen. Oh, that sucks. Very sorry to hear that. Yeah, there's a lot of scams going around because of the job market problems. Oh no, I shot my good friend. Just like Dick Cheney. Oh no, I shot an old man. Still got a new friend. Wow. Oh no, oh my god. This place is too dangerous. No. Gosh, no! You really gotta get out of here. This is... This is no place for human beings. No! Dick Cheney's dead. I know you know, just fun to say. Dick Cheney. Gone, but not forgotten. His crimes against humanity will be remembered for generations to come. Boo-da-boo. What game is this? Crossbow. I've never played it before. It's pretty good. Oh. I almost shot that child. Kids these days don't even know about Dick Cheney. Oh, no, no, no! Dang it. I shoot these. Oh my god, that's so many arrows. No! Bird! Oh god. Oh well. Can't win them all. What the? What's going on in here? Oh. I guess I'll never find out. Dick Cheney, the actor from Mary Poppins. Dick Cheney, the actor from Mary Poppins. Certainly no Dick Tracy. He has about the same respect for the law. I really like the Dick Tracy movie, but boy, let me tell you, the politics of that film. I never read the comic strip. I mean, I've seen the comic strip, but I never followed it. But yeah, the movie, Dick Tracy's like, I shouldn't have to follow laws and procedures. I should be able to go to people I just know are criminals and beat them up. I should be able to use whatever force I deem necessary. Oh my god, these wizards. Level complete. Yeah. The Dick Tracy movie has one of my favorite twists, which I'm gonna... I keep going back and forth, which I'm gonna spoil for you now. If you don't want to get spoiled on the twist, the Dick Tracy movie, avert your ears. There's a character in the Dick Tracy movie called No Face. And there's this big mystery of who No Face is. No Face keeps showing up. And, giving cryptic warnings and stuff. And you're like, who is this No Face? Who could No Face possibly be? show you. I'll show you No Face. 1 second. No Face. Who is No Face? Who the heck is this person? Yeah, the answer is Madonna. The answer is a world famous singer slash actress Madonna. Level complete. Oh yeah, this is the it's the ding dang volcano. Walking confidently with the unwavering belief that I'm going to shoot any projectiles that are falling their way. I'm trying, but please do not rely on me. Oh God. Nice. I thought that would be the green pass, but no. Dang it, no! No, no. Dang it. Son of a bun. Okay. For anyone who actually doesn't know who Dick Cheney is, he was the Vice President of the United States under George W. Bush. He's largely credited with orchestrating the Iraq War. Which was done largely on completely fabricated evidence of weapons of mass destruction in order to take over the oil resources of that country. Great crimes of our time. Millions of deaths. He also shot his friend while hunting. It's kind of like being like, oh, you know the serial killer Son of Sam? He also got a parking ticket once. That son of a gun. Son of Sam got a parking ticket, which he went to court and successfully argued against. Yeah, but it's funny. People never actually tell the part of that story that is funny, though. There's only one part of that story that I think is funny. Me personally. I'll tell you what that is. He was hunting with a party, and there was this guy with him whom was definitely a human being and not one of the animals they were hunting. And Dick Cheney shot the guy in the face. And just to give you an idea of like what a deeply evil rascal Dick Cheney was. Dick Cheney visited the guy in the hospital, and the guy apologized to Dick Cheney for getting shot in the face by him. I'm so sorry, Dick. My face should not have gotten in the way of all your gun bullets. Dang it. That was the kind of guy Dick Cheney was. He was the kind of guy people were that terrified of. Alright. That'll be it for today. I'm gonna head out now. This is a interesting game. I'd never played it before, but I wish I had. Another thing about Dick Cheney was that he apparently had a huge you-know-what. This is a famous photograph of Dick Cheney. Special thanks to the FilmCow Patreon supporters. Greatly appreciate the support. The second time I've flashbanged my viewers with a Dick Cheney photograph. my apologies. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna be continuing Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo. He can't be gone. You know, it's been a hard year for all of us. trying to think. There was something else. Something else I want to talk about. Oh yeah, okay. I ordered some vintage stationery recently. I ordered some vintage stationery and I got this package in the mail, which I did not initially realize was the vintage stationery I had ordered. And I'll tell you why. It came in a box. And the box had written on it a little label, and the label said, packing list, DVDs. And next to this, there was a little cutout window. Part of the cardboard of the box had been cut away, and a little tape window had been made. And under the tape window was the DVD of Zombieland. I got this package in the mail, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I definitely did not order a bunch of old DVDs and stuff. And it says packing list DVDs, which, who puts like a label with the name of the contents inside on the outside? And yeah, it says packing list DVDs, handwritten. Under it is like a handwritten address, like my address, and above it is handwritten the person who sent it. And yeah, a cutout window. They've cut away part of the box and made a little tape window to show the DVDs underneath. Now I thought, is this a trap? Is this like is this going to explode when I open it? Like they want to convince me that it's definitely DVDs in here. And I open it up. I open up the box. I open up the box and there's this whole top layer of DVDs and other and Blu-rays. It came with 6 DVDs and Blu-rays. All on this like little cardboard shelf. And I took them out. I took out the DVDs. I took out the Blu-rays. And not any that I want. Although there was the 1950s The Fly, but the Blu-ray case is pretty filthy. And underneath this shelf was a beautifully wrapped second package that included the vintage stationery that I bought. Now, there is more to this story. I don't know why they tried to convince me that this package that I got was actually not the stationery that I ordered, but was instead DVDs. But I looked to deter thieves. Yeah, thieves are going to be much more interested in paper products than they are a whole box full of DVDs and Blu-rays. I don't think either of those are big things that a thief might send. A thief might steal. All right, so the second thing that I ended up noticing about this box this is a little bit more disturbing than the weird prank. After I got the stuff out, I looked into the box. And let me tell you, there are all of these scratch marks and what looks like a blood stain, as if some creature was housed inside inside of the box that was trying to get loose at some point. That was their only box. I looked at the reviews that this seller had, and they're mostly good reviews, but there's about 7 negative reviews, specifically about from people who ordered vinyl records and received the vinyl record in a used greasy pizza box. Like, they got a pizza box in the mail that their vinyl had been shipped in, and it was not like a new clean one. It was like a box that pizza had definitely been delivered in. When I first got this in the mail, I was a little worried that, like, every once in a while, this doesn't happen often, but sometimes I'll order something online and someone will recognize my name and where I'm ordering from, and they'll write a little note with it. It's like, oh, I love Charlie the Unicorn. And I get it, and I'm like, oh, this person's got my address now. So I thought maybe this was like someone who recognized my address and tried to make a wacky package or something to send my vintage stationery. But given all the pizza box stuff, I think it's just someone who ships things weirdly. Wonder if your order was combined with another person's order. I don't think so. This was definitely, like, intentionally disguised as if it was a box of DVDs. Which is something that you wouldn't have to do if you're just sending a box of DVDs. Like, why would you disguise that? It's media mail, a thing in the States still. Yeah, I saw your comment about that a little bit earlier, and I think that might actually be the explanation. Chris Galatea works at the post office in Canada Post. And I think that's so in the United States we have this type of mail called media mail, but there's strict restrictions on, like, what you're allowed to send with it. But to be honest, I've received all sorts of stuff via media mail that wasn't supposed to be shipped via media mail. Like, it's a lower cost shipping, but you're only allowed to ship a certain number of things. So it is possible that this person did this not to try to fool me, but to try to fool the post office. Like, this is definitely a box full of DVDs I'm shipping, so media mail is appropriate. Look, I even have a little window here showing you it's definitely DVDs. But if this is the explanation, it's an absurd thing to do because there's no way that they're saving money on the shipping cost by sending me 6 DVDs and Blu-rays in this package for this stationery. Like, this is not expensive stationery or anything. This was like a cheap purchase. And like, I think like with like shipping weight and much increased box size and all of that, like I can't imagine this is like actually a cheaper option, because media mail doesn't cost all that much less than like ground advantage. I mean, let me see. I took a picture of this. Okay, I have a picture of the box that I took, which I'm not going to show because it has my address on it and their address. But yeah, they did ship it media mail. Although they like the media mail cost for this package was $6.72, and like I ship a lot of stuff, and if they had just shipped the vintage stationery without all of the other stuff, ground advantage would have been cheaper. Like ground advantage would have been like 5 something. Because it would have shipped in a much smaller box, and it was not particularly heavy. Like, I think the whole thing is like 6 ounces or something. But that might be the answer. They might have gotten it in their head that it's media mail is cheaper. So they want to ship media mail. But what they're shipping isn't allowed media mail. And so they create an elaborate ruse that allows them to ship media mail. But in the process, they end up spending way more. I think this is the solution. Among the people will mail things in any form of package they have laying around. Used pizza boxes, a new one though, covered in animal bits. Blood isn't though. Let me actually see if I can. I'm blocking out the addresses, because I would like you to see this package, because it's a very silly package. Alright, I've blocked out the addresses, and I'm going to show you the outside of this package now. Maybe. The file isn't sending. 1 second. Alright, I gotta email it to myself. Got it. Alright, let me make sure it's all blocked off. It is. Here's the package. This was the package. So yeah, it said packing list DVDs with a little cutout window. Is DVDs alright? Look at Zombieland. Look, it's definitely DVDs in there. Absolutely. Packing list, it's DVDs, baby. Look, we have a little cutout window. See? Don't look any further in. It's DVDs. Don't worry about it. DVDs or Blu-ray. It was both. I got half of them were DVDs, half of them were Blu-rays. Curse Galatea, thank you for the 5 Canadian. People are plumb wild. They are, yes. Yeah. Well, I got some nice vintage stationery. Why are people sending you cocaine and possibly weapons? The box, it's like the most suspicious looking box. Like, I genuinely thought there was some sort of trap or something. I did not, when I saw this box, assume that this was the vintage stationery I had ordered. The vintage stationery was from, it's from like the 50s, from Tiffany & Co. And the Tiffany & Co. vintage stationery came with an addressed envelope and reorder form, where you can either reorder your stationery or request samples of the stationery that they have available, and the pre-addressed envelope, the address is still correct. Like, Tiffany & Co. still has that store. It's their flagship store in New York. I'm going to fill out this form and send it in and see if they send me samples of their current stationery. Because their current stationery is wildly expensive. Like, they don't sell much of it anymore. But the stationery that they do sell is, oh, you know what? They don't even sell that anymore. Last I saw on the Tiffany & Co. website, they had cards. It was a pack of 15 cards and envelopes, and it was $150. It's $150 for a set of cards and envelopes. So I'm going to send in this request for samples form from the 1950s and see if they Let's see if they sent me anything. They're actually DVDs and Blu-rays in the cases. Yep. Yeah, each one of them was a complete DVD / Blu-ray. Who's buying Tiffany & Co. stationery? Well, I'm buying vintage Tiffany & Co. stationery. I'm not buying new Tiffany & Co. stationery, because anything new Tiffany & Co. is too expensive. But I like the vintage stuff. Tried watching it in the DVDs. No, I'm tossing them. I'm gonna throw them in the garbage. I'm gonna throw them all in the trash. They're kind of gross. They've not been well kept. The Tiffany & Co. stationery I ordered was very well kept. That's in great condition. Take them to Goodwill. I would have done something other than trash them had they not come in a box that I was pretty sure an animal had been trapped in. And a bleeding animal had been trapped in. I took them, I washed my hands, I put them in the garage. Never going back in the garage. The paper is fine. The paper seems fine. Paper seems in, like, that was in its own box. Well kept. Oh, yeah, another thing. So there was something else. Oh, God. There's even more to this story. Apologies. I keep remembering other details. Came with this paper that had a bunch of writing on it about the stationery, I think. $34 cards, 10 envelopes, paper, 25 champagne, something, 27 cards, This paper. 10 envelopes. Something, something. Maker is New York Tiffany. Here's a bunch of numbers. There's some other stuff. Embossed by Tiffany, New York. No card. Every day. Perfect condition. Immaculate condition. It's a lot of stuff. This is like the packing slip, I guess. Yeah. Slip seems disorganized a little bit. I don't know what's going on. But hey, the stationery came in great condition. It was shipped fast. I am overall happy with my purchase. I was just confused by some of the packaging decisions. Well, that'll be it for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great night, everyone. A great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. Have a good one. Farewell, everyone. I love you all.